Do you have any update on Makai back then?
No, he's being evaluated. That's about all I got.
It looked like his toe kind of got caught in the turf when he bent a little weird. So obviously he was immediately grabbing his knee. Is that something you guys are concerned about, considering it was the one that was surgically repaired?
Yeah, the only thing I got is that it's stable. Everything seems fine. Preliminary, obviously, we're just going to get it checked for precautionary reasons. But as of now, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. But knock on wood, hopefully it stays the case.
When you say get checked, is he going to go for an MRI?
Yeah, that's all standard procedure.
So does this make it more likely that you're to sign someone like Wayne Brown, just out of caution?
That's a joke question.
Just for him to have to deal with something again, what are your thoughts on that for him?
It's football. You know, I'm not jinxing anything. I in my heart think he'll be just fine. But once we get more information, we'll see. But
it looked like he was laboring a little earlier in practice. How do you balance what can push through and when it's a little bit too much for that?
Again, I didn't really see the beginning portion of practice for him. I'm all over the place, but it was hot. It is sticky out there today. I think 90% humidity, so a lot of guys were laboring earlier. Do think the entire offensive and defensive side got stronger as the day went on, which was encouraging. But that's part of it. You know, you've got to be able to push through. You've got to be able to test your limits and get yourself to a point where you're preparing yourself for week one.
With Makai, like if we go back to last year, it was not a season-ending injury that ended up being season-ending because of the time he spent off, then the time have to get rehabbed again, and then get back in conditioning. So even if this isn't season-ending with a surgery or ACL, MCL, anything like that, is there any concern that any time off kind of is extended because of his size?
No, that's a really good question. You know, it's we'll see if he does have to take some time off. Obviously, you're always concerned for everyone. I have the same concern for DJ Reed. I have the same concern for anyone who has to take. For Ty Johnson, who's been having a really good camp. You just don't want to get into a deficit of conditioning. And he is a big man, and he's been working his tail off, and he's been doing everything he's been asked to do. And so hopefully it's, again, like I said, hopefully everything checks out good the way we think it's gonna, and he can continue on his track and continue building the way he has.
Was the brace going on last Friday and then the limited number of snaps on Saturday because that he was feeling some discomfort with his knee?
No, the limited snaps on Sunday, that was the first time we've been on the fake stuff, and we just wanted to make sure we gave him just enough dosage to see how he came off and how he felt off of that day. So, which everything checked out great on from the green and white. But that's what that pitch count was for.
Robert, do you have an update on McDermott? Because he got hurt.
Who?
McDermott?
McDermott, yeah. Dealing with an ankle, it's going to be it's low.
First preseason game being in a few days. How do you approach that as far as playing time?
Yeah. So we're planning on playing all our guys for about a series or two. So it'll probably end up being a quarter. That's for the first group, and then the second, third will finish off the game. Yeah. It was the third game. It was the game where we didn't play. We treated it like an old school fourth preseason game. May approach that differently this year. Just talking with Dave and his staff and the way we want to approach that third preseason game.
With Connor out and Makai banged up, Chuma's going to be getting a lot of snaps, obviously. How do you feel like he's done that?
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of snaps already. Obviously, Chuma's got all the ability in the world. He's just trying to find his consistency, being consistent in the way he approaches the game and the way he executes from play to play. And so it's hard on him. There's no excuses for anyone, but he is going from left to right every play because he does have to swing, and so that is difficult, especially in camp. But I know he's working his tail off, and as he works through and trying to find his groove, he is getting a ton of reps.
One more on Makai, Robert, is that with this injury, does it though underscore the need to add something proven back there at tackle? I mean, if you guys escape this one fine, though, it is kind of a wake-up call.
Yeah, that's I don't know about that. I think we do really like our backup situation. I know McDermott's hurt; he'll be back. He'll be fine. He started games for us. Chuma started games for us. Getting a guy like Dwayne Brown is kind of being spoiled in the sense of just having so much great talent, I guess, at one position. But you we do have faith in our backup offensive linemen, and anytime you get hurt and you've got to test your depth, it does become scary waters. But at the same time, that's why we put in all this work and do our best to prepare these guys to be able to take those spots. But so it doesn't create panic at all in my mind anyway. But it's a guy like Dwayne is bonus, you know.
Sorry, I just want to clarify. The confidence that it's not that bad of an injury comes from the preliminary.
Just the
It's
eliminated.
stable. That it's,
Yeah,
that
it's stable.
He is stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we talked to Denzel the other day, he mentioned that he sees himself as a starter in this offense, and that's his goal. I'm wondering if he's expressed any frustration to you or any coaches about not being a starter now, because he obviously thinks he's deserving of that.
Yeah, he expresses it, and he should express it. If he didn't think he was a starter, I would think there'd be a severe problem. I'm going to say it again. I love the way he's approached camp. I mean, he is grinding every day. He's keeping his head down. He had a really good green and white scrimmage, even though it was just from a production standpoint. You know, people will judge him by production, but he's doing a lot of different things that people really don't judge in terms of run game, special teams. He ran some good routes. Ball just didn't get thrown his way. The one catch he caught on the read route was probably one of the better routes he's run since we've been here. And so he is getting better, and he does express frustration, but at the same time, it's not phasing his day-to-day approach, which is awesome.
Take a couple more. One rookie we haven't really asked much about is Michael Clemens. How does he look in camp so far?
He's doing a good job. We'll see when he gets to go against different bodies, you know, but he's doing a great job. He's proving he can play inside and out, and we're asking him to do both. And it's like Debo from Friday. He doesn't flinch.
Jermaine Johnson was all over the place today. What can you say about his progress? How's he coming along?
He's coming along good. Same thing though. We'll see when he gets to go against a different body, especially when we get those inter squad scrimmages with Atlanta and New York.
It looked like Zach was facing a lot of pressure today. How do you think he handled it?
Early he did. Defense came to practice from the early part of practice, and I feel like that first half, going into that halftime, that manufactured halftime, I think defense really punched the offense in the mouth, and coming out of the locker room it stabilized, and offense finished on that move the ball. So really cool situation where you come out hot in the first half, and then it became a battle in the second half. It's a lot of things that we can learn off of from just today's practice and the way offense and defense competed.
The sort of depth you guys have at tight end, do you think about going at 12 personnel a little more than maybe normally?
God, we could do a lot of different things, because there's, you know, you got Bowden, I think, is a really good fullback. So you've got 13, 12, 22, 11. We've got a pretty cool skill group where we can go a bunch of personnel groupings, and Mike is out here testing all of it and trying to figure out what's best for this offense, and that's where his creativity comes to play.
Oh, good. One. I lied. There's one more on Makai. When you guys, when he suffered that injury last year, it was something similar where I remember you guys were not like the early reports were good. Is this different than last year? Like the injury he suffered, like is this what you're feeling now? Is it different than when you were optimistic?
Yeah, I think it's different because I think the initial reports, we knew what it was, and we knew that there was no tears or anything like that. It wasn't where it was going to need surgery. I think I'm you guys know me, I'm optimistic Oliver, but I think he's going to be fine. So,
Yeah,
thanks, guys.
I didn't know how optimistic Oliver was.